So for a false nine, so we are the red team. So the benefits of having a false nine for a team, especially a counterattack team, is they're always gonna have more numbers in the middles. So this is the center back. One of the center backs usually step high to 3 midfield, and the false nine, instead of running in behind constantly, they usually be in the middle. They can start high, but they usually go in the middle to drag one of the center back, right? So the benefits of having more people in the middle is that usually it helps the team to press, win the ball back, and when they win the ball back, right? So in order for a false nine to work, right, the opposition usually would have to attack the middle often. So they usually would pass to the 6 often, and the 9 would go chasing down as well with the 10, right? Since they tend to have more number, if the ball is intercepted, right, the false 9 usually available to get the ball right away, and when he turn and drive for the defense, he will usually drag one of the center back out with him. And with that being said, once the center back's out of position, the 2 wingers make running behind. So for a false 9 to work, he usually have to play with a really speedy 2 wingers who always gonna make that running behind. Always gonna make that run behind, or they are good at 1v1. So say he able to turn and find this guy, he's able to dribble past, say, a players and score, right? And while this gonna work great for a counter-attacking team, in possession is also work that in a way of this. So usually the 9, false 9, instead of running behind, right? So he can pin one of the center back down, and as the ball travels, say from the 6th to the 11, he will make a move and will drag this guy out, right? And then while dragging them out, dragging the defenders out with the high line, it means the space behind, right? So he would drag them out. The moment it comes to him, right, get the ball, he can get the ball in turn, or he can just play it back to the 6 while the center back is go with him. Now you can notice there's a massive amount of space in behind. The moment the ball travel from the 9, sorry, this is the 9, the ball travel from the 9 to the 6, you can see 3 players can start making run. Once the ball play down here, right, then he can go in and finish off. So that's the false 9. But the characteristic of a false 9 is that you don't need a lot of pace in behind. You don't need to be super speedy, but you have to know how to press. Usually you would just own this space right here, right? You will force it, cutting down passing lane to force the opposition to either pass it long or pass it to where your midfield is waiting, right? So you have to have great awareness of the space. So whenever the opposition or even your teammate has the ball, right, you got to ask the questions instead of only asking the question of like, where's the ball, you got to ask, where is the space, right? Where do I need to be? Where's the pocket of space? The pocket of space that you get into, you get the ball, turn, and play that through pass.